Hey, what's up, fashion fam? It's your girl B, and I am back this week to share with you some looks, 2 new coats that I have in, but they're not so new, but I still wanted to share them with you because, forgive me, I hadn't shared them with you before. I purchased them right before January. Actually, in December, and they took forever to get here, but we'll get into that a little bit later. For now, we're going to jump down to business because of what? You know, I don't believe in wasting anyone's time. Okay, so we're going to jump right down to business as promised. The first look includes this denim on denim. Both pieces are from H&M. The denim shirt has these really great gold ornate buttons, and I feel like that really elevates this denim top and it makes it appear to be more money than it is. The denim pants are these cropped, fold over cuffed jeans, and I was trying to get my thoughts together, and they are so good. I purchased them some time ago. You saw them in an earlier video. I feel like during the fall, the boot that I have on from Cozy Island, these chocolate leopard print boots in this durable stretch fabric. These boots are everything. This is my 3rd pair of Cozy Island boots, and when I say I'm in love, I'm in love. These are the easiest to get on and off pair of boots I have owned in a long time. Because of the stretch fabric, they're super comfortable. My feet actually feel like they're swaddled in these boots, so I know I'm going to wear these down to the ground. But guess what else? They are water repellent. So imagine wearing a great boot like this and not having to, you know, go for that rubber ducky. You know, we all have a pair of hunter boots in our closet or sorrel boots. You don't have to wear those when you want to dress up for work. You don't have to worry about throwing on sneakers because these feel like you are wearing sneakers. Like I said, my feet feel like they're swaddled in these boots. They have a honeycomb gel sole for shock absorption, so you feel like you're taking stable steps every day, especially with this flared heel. These boots are everything. These boots are everything. And last week we talked about comfort and style and intention, and these boots, they hit all that. They hit all the marks. Look how sleek and stylish this boot is. And so I love pairing it with that denim on denim look. But guess what else I added to the look, and it just elevated it. Let me show you this piece. Now, don't get mad at me because I did say that I was supposed to share with you guys earlier, but with tariffs, I think they got the game messed up, and so packages are taking forever to get to us. So yeah, it's not my fault. And then I had other videos lined up, but I'm showing you now, so it's not too late. It's not too late. Okay, so we're going to take a little intermission to look at these new coats, the newest coats in my arsenal of coats. And I want to stress again, they aren't new, meaning I just purchased them. Really, I purchased them over a month ago, but they took forever to get here, and I'm just now showing you. One you would have saw if you saw my reel or short. YouTube is shorts, IG is reels. But if you follow me on IG, you would have saw one of them. But anyway, let's start with the one that I paired with the denim on denim outfit. It is from Atori. And I'm not being paid or anything. I'm not getting any kickback from Atori, but I did want to try them out because every time I see them mentioned online or I see an advertisement on Instagram, I get so curious. So I said, let me take the plunge. I'm a little afraid, but I said they have a return The only thing is, I feel like you have to pay for the return. There's some type of caveat that I think I didn't thoroughly research initially thoroughly enough. Like, I saw a return policy and you had like a couple days because they don't want you to take forever to say you want to return. And I get that, but I think that I didn't read the fine print. But anyway, the things happen to work out in my favor. So this jacket coat is from Atori, and I really like this. It's so good. It is giving me 80s vibes. It reminds me of this coat my mom bought my sister Rhonda when we were youngins. And I remember being so angry that she bought it for my sister because I just absolutely love the vibe and style of this coat. It was a wool coat with the same type of funnel neck, and it was short like this coat. And it had those like YSL exaggerated, shoulder pads. It was everything. I remember being angry. Like, I was hating that my mom bought it for my sister. But anyway, this coat is so good. It's given rust brown, but they have it listed as a chocolate, I believe, on their site. But it's giving me like, it resides between chocolate and rust. I wouldn't even call it, maybe, would you consider, I don't know, maybe not a cognac, but it has wood buttons and it's belted. Oh my God, this is just a really good, solid, stylish crop coat, jacket, whatever you want to call it. I'm here for her. I'm here for her. I'm in love with it. And I wore it when I went to go get my nails. I needed my nails done desperately because my pinky nail broke. Don't ask me how. I just happened to look down and the acrylic was off my nail. Anyhow, but I love this look. I love that the coat complements these boots, and it is just giving. Fashion fam, you're gonna have to let me know what you think. I think it's a nice look. Maybe I love it even more because of the coats. I don't know, but you let me know what you think. All right. Okay. So I also wanted to share this coat because this was such a good surprise for me when I purchased it. It just was so good. So it reminded me of my Stan Studio fur coat. And when I saw it, I was like, I love that it's leopard print. It's given a lot, but I kind of really dig this. I could easily dress this down in a way, because even though leopard always, like cheetah leopard, is going to give a lot, right? It's going to scream, I think, in a good way if you do it right. This coat is a little darker in tone, and so I think that really mutes it in a way and makes it look a lot more elegant and a lot more expensive than it actually is. When I got the coat, because I was praying, I said, if it's a mess, I'll just send it back. But I really don't want it to be a mess. And I'm hoping that the fur is really soft and not like that natty type fur that, some of the fur coats are not always as plush and soft. But when it came, it was plush, it was soft. But I noticed when I tried it on that the inside was given very leather-esque. And so I said to myself, what's happening? I turned the coat inside out. And I said, is this reversible? I thought it was reversible because it looked like a full-on shearling on the inside. And I saw that it had a care tag at the bottom. And I said, oh no, I can't wear. It's not supposed to be, or it's not meant to be reversible. But guess what? I cut that tag off and I said, I'm going to wear it this way because turned inside out, it is given shearling, to me at least. You're going to have to let me know what you think. I actually asked my husband, who has really good style, and because I didn't tell him it was reversible or that I turned it inside out. I just asked him, like, Jeff, what do you think about this coat? How does it look? And so he was like, oh, that's nice or whatever. So I was like, but it's not supposed to be worn like this. And he was looking at me like, well, how is it supposed to be worn? So I showed him how it was supposed to be worn. And he was like, well, you can't tell. It looks like it's supposed to be worn that way. It looks like it was meant, and it looks like a shearling. He was like, nobody's going to be able to tell. And I think it's real. This is just a testament to how well done this coat is. It looks so good. I'm in love. I am in love. And she's from Shein. If you haven't watched my reel and short, then you didn't know. This, when I tell you it's good, it's really good. And the price is oh so right. I spent over $400 for my Stan Studio coat. This is really good. I would say that it is in the same caliber in terms of quality, especially with the inside looking like shearling. It looks like a shearling. But to me, Fashion Fam, you let me know what you think. Perhaps you're like, girl, you did all right. It's not, but I think it's really good. So you're going to have to let me know. But of course, both coats are going to be linked down below in case you're interested. I've been playing in my closet and actually playing in my husband's closet too. That's right, Playboy. Your closet is up for grabs too. Listen, we're shopping our closets because, as I shared, I'm trying to really do a January to June. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how. I'm already wringing my hands together and just like, nervous ticking because I'm just like, how am I going to make it? But I think I'm going to stand strong. At least halfway there. January, February, March. At least halfway there because we just put our big toe in February and I'm already like, girl, what you doing? But I should be fine. I've done no buys before, but I'm just like, sometimes you just need to stay quiet and just ride things out. But I just wanted you guys to know. So I think I'm going to try to stick to it. Anyhow. Ooh, child. With shop in my closet, I said, let me look at some editorials to get some inspiration for what I could do to revive pieces that I have and I absolutely love. And so I tried to put my own spin on it because I don't have those exact pieces, obviously, and I want your take. So this is kind of like a girlfriend chit chat, so to speak. You let me know, girl, I like it, or yeah, go back to the lab. All right, so this first look, I absolutely was inspired. Love the original pieces, like absolutely. When I see pieces in editorials or on Pinterest or wherever, I almost always like, I want that. But sometimes you can't have that. And especially with this no buy, and probably even if I wasn't on a no buy, because I'm not looking to spend a huge amount of money. And you can tell with this first outfit that coinage was spent for these looks. So this look includes this, I feel like it's a shirt jacket, and this houndstooth and plaid combo. The model is wearing this black and white plaid top, and then she has on, I just thought about something, but anyway, then she has on the jacket in black and white plaid houndstooth. Is this considered houndstooth or is it just plaid? It might just be plaid. But every time I see black and white plaid, I always think houndstooth. So forgive me if I'm wrong. And then these leather trousers and leather boots. And when I say I was drooling over this look, I was drooling. So my look, I don't have the exact pieces. In fact, I had to kind of reimagine some pieces to see how I could pull something similar together. I put on this plaid jacket. It's like a bomber jacket that zips at the sleeves. And I put on those red Frankie Shop dupe joggers. Instead of pulling the bottom in at the ankle, I just let them fall straight down. And these red Jeffrey Campbell boots. And that is my look. Okay, so the next outfit includes my husband's denim shirt. It's from J. Crew Men's Shop. It's a really great quality denim shirt. Jeff, like me, has a million denim shirts, and this is really good. So this was really just, it was influence inspired, so to speak, not trying to get a similar look, but give a similar concept. So what I mean by that is that I noticed in this spread, the model was wearing a lot of pieces that had pronounced shoulders. And I said, how could I mimic that? I could borrow a shirt from my husband's closet and just kind of like wrap it instead of like trying to button it down. And I tried a few hacks, and the wrapping of the denim shirt was the best one I could come up with. Tucked it into these high-waisted, I guess they're kind of, you know, I was going to say elbow, balloon slacks or trousers from Zara that almost all the girls have. They're really good. The quality is really good. And I put on my chocolate Jean Vito Rossi boots and my brown Bottega dupe hop. And I like this look. I really like this. This is something I would absolutely wear. Of course, I want to hear your opinion. But this is something that I don't even really need to ask. Is this, because this is so me, this look. I absolutely love it. I love the idea of digging into my husband's closet almost all the time. My husband has very good style. He is into the fashions also. The only difference between he and I is that he's not a bargain shopper. I am going to be in these fashion streets looking for discounts. Jeff doesn't have the time. He's just going to either get it or not. And if it happens to be on sale, all the better. But if it's not and he wants it, he'll buy it. He's not like me. I'm searching it up for cheaper. Even sometimes when he wants to buy something, I'm like, let me see if I can find it somewhere. Let me look at Satire first. Let me look at Ukes first. Let me see if I can find it for cheaper before you pull the trigger. Okay, now this look, I am going to have to ask the ladies and people in general, like the ladies and the gents, let me know what you think about this look. I tried. I'll say that. I tried. So the outfit that I'm inspired by is everything. It's just everything. And even though I feel like you can recreate the same concept without having the exact same pieces, what I wouldn't give to have those pieces. Oh my gosh. So she's wearing this like tan colored, camel colored wool coat. There goes that prominent, pronounced, exaggerated shoulder again. She has on a white, what appears to be a white basic tee. This leather skirt that is a midi. Is it a midi or knee length? It's, yeah, maybe just knee length. And these retro looking shoes. And I really love the detail of these shoes. You know, this style of shoe is really big right now. I think they are so sexy, and obviously they are trending. There's a ton of brands doing these. And so I have some similar black shoes just like that from Steve Madden, but they're mesh. And my look, I wore tights. She didn't have tights on. And I wish I had like a straight line skirt in leather, but I don't. I do have shorts, but I wanted to do a skirt. The only issue is the skirt is kind of too loose around my waist now, because I'm trying to be healthier in my approach to everything. Anyway, let's get on to the outfit. So I did want to recreate the idea, the concept, because I know I don't have a camel coat. I could have actually, if I really wanted to, put on the Atori coat again, but instead I went for my Maison Margiela coat because I feel like the shoulders are a lot more prominent and pronounced, and it was given that really, 80s vibe. I put on this black skirt that is a midi, or it's a midi on me, from Zara, and it has like this draping on the sides, and I really like it. But to warm the look up, because I have on black tights and those black mesh shoes with very similar opening to the shoes she has on, I put on a turtleneck that is like this grape wine color. It's from COSY, and I feel like I like it. I just wish that I had a black leather skirt. I think if I had a black leather skirt, it would have really, really upped the ante on this outfit. I think the fact that I don't have a black leather skirt and had to do this skirt, even though the skirt I think works, I wasn't sure how I felt about it because, like I said, it's kind of loose around the waist. And I was trying to like jog my memory, thinking about my closet. What do I have that I could put on that would really mimic this look in a good way? And this is the best for right now, because in my mind, I can't really think of, I don't know that I have, at least I don't think that I have a black skirt. I'm gonna have to dig through some stuff. I don't think that I have a shorter black skirt that would get the job done in the same way. But Fashion Fam, I want you to let me know what your thoughts about this is, because I do love the outfit. I just wish I had a different skirt to work with. But sometimes you just have to deal with what you have, right? And make it come together. Because it definitely is not like a mess of a look. It just isn't giving what I, like when I envision it in my mind. It's, yeah. When I envisioned it in my mind, I thought it would be a lot closer to the look, even though I'm saying that I didn't want it to be an exact look. I still wanted it to be as close as possible to give the same idea. But is it giving the same idea? I think it might be, but let me know. Let me know. Okay, Fashion Fam, that is all I have to share. I'm quite sure I have nothing more to share. I'm really jogging my memory. I think those are all the looks I wanted to share, plus those 2 coats in case you're interested. Everything that's available obviously will be linked down in the description. That's just how we do. Sharing is caring. Please do not take it to heart that I didn't share these coats sooner. Let me tell you, I purchased them like early mid December. I think with the tariffs and everything, things are just moving a lot slower. Actually, Atorie, they took a minute to send me the code. If you're interested in buying anything from Atorie, prepare yourself to wait a minute to get your items. But I will say that items came very well secured, well packaged, which I appreciate. And they actually were very, very good at keeping me abreast of where my package is, because I ordered 2 items. One I'll show you next week, which I don't know why I didn't sell in this video, but anyway, I'll probably link it anyway, just because, but I'll style it next week. What was I saying? They kept me abreast of where my items were in transit. You already know, Fashion Fam, that tariffs has everything going crazy. So if you're ordering anything from any place else besides these United States, prepare to wait. Please remember to like, share, consider subscribing, especially if you've been here before. We should be friends, but no pressure. I absolutely appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me. If you can afford, however, to give your girl a hype, give me a hype. I'm just a baby YouTube fashion channel out here trying to survive, and any engagement, any likes, comments, and hypes does help my channel be seen and hit more and more eyes. Please, if you can, spare a hype. Spare a hype. Make sure to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about these outfits. And until next time, as always, take great care. Bye.